going to be the parade after all. I'll tell you why later.
Okay, great. Don't tell me now. You're like, hello.
Hey,
hi, how you doing?
good to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Hi, Carl. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Liz, how
Hi.
are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks for having us over here.
Get a mic. Liz Archuleta
Hi, how you doing?
and Coral Evans
Hi, how are you? Hi.
are kind enough to have lunch with us here today at Tacos Locos, a very brand new Mexican restaurant here in Flagstaff, and we applaud anyone that's willing to take a chance on making a new business in Flagstaff.
Absolutely. Wish them the best. It's great. Located here in Southside.
Right, and it's not always easy, as you can imagine.
It's not always easy, but we're really happy that they're here in the Southside. A new business is great.
Cool. So we're here today, and we're going to be enjoying some Mexican food. And we also like to talk to you about a few things that are happening on the local level in Sunnyside, I understand, and also on the larger level with mass transit here in Flagstaff. Liz, can you just give our people a little bit of background on the mass transit system here in Flagstaff and where we hope to go in the future and how it stands right now with this election?
Absolutely. Thanks for asking because it's so important to us. We have Mountain Line Transit, which is our local bus company, and we basically are going out to the voters to ask them to extend the tax that supports that bus company for another 10 years. And right now, if we do not have that passed, Proposition 401, basically we will not have a bus service any longer in Flagstaff. So anybody who rides the Mountain Line bus or knows someone who rides the Mountain Line bus, you need to know that unless Proposition 401 passes, then we will not be able to have a bus system.
401. Vote yes on 401. Of course, we're not saying you should vote yes, but if you'd like to ride the bus ever, or if you think we should stop polluting as much as we do and save a little gasoline, 401's a good option.
Right, but there's also 4 other propositions, 402, 403, 404, and 405.
A lot of fours.
Yeah, and those all support the bus system. 402 would allow us to buy hybrid buses. 403 would allow us to connect downtown with Woodlands Village through NAU. So 16,000 students, faculty, and staff would be able to easily take the bus, reduce all that traffic congestion on Milton. And then 404 would allow us to increase our routes, so more routes. Areas that don't have service right now within the city would be able to have some service. And then 405 would allow us more frequency on buses. So instead of every 30 minutes buses coming to pick up people, we're looking at 15 to 20 minutes, which would be great because some people won't ride the bus because it's only every half an hour.
Well, you know, I don't know. I'm sure that many of you probably do know, and some of you don't know. Liz Archuleta has been very instrumental in helping us to get funding for mass transit here in Flagstaff.
Well, thank you very much. I am the chair of the Transit Authority, and most recently we were awarded $6.2 million to be able to buy some buses. But total, over the past few years, we've been able to get bus money every single year from Congress, and that's been in the millions of dollars. So thank you very much. We've worked very hard for that.
Thank you, Liz. And Coral Evans, I understand you, now this is a very interesting thing. We did the Eagle this morning, but Rob over at the Eagle told us that you may be potentially bringing radio to Sunnyside.
We might. We are currently working with an individual who is going to, or who is in the process of donating a smaller, lower wattage radio station to the Sunnyside neighborhood area, and so we are looking into utilizing it.
Well, that would mean that we would have low wattage radio, which is a very local nature, coming out of Sunnyside.
Yeah. And we would, we're looking at perhaps using it as an economic development tool and teaching the young people, basic journalism, DJing, and things like that. So we're pretty excited about the opportunity.
You know, I can't tell you how exciting that is.
It'd be great to have a youth component.
Yeah.
I'm very, very feel really committed to youth and very positive about our youth. And it'd be great to show them all the skills, behind the microphone, all the editing. I mean, imagine those vocational technical skills that they would get and be able to practice and then apply that towards a career.
It was one of the things we were looking at is actually having the youth in all areas, including setting the programming, doing the office work, doing, of course, the disc jockey, helping to set the music programming. It's just really cool. Utilizing a news component where they go out and kind of report what they see in the neighborhood and how they would fix it as an educational component as well. So we're pretty excited about the opportunity.
Yeah, and expressing the time, the place, and the culture of a community in the community's own words instead of having it being told by someone else.
Right. Yeah, that is so important. And I think our youth have a lot to say to us. Sometimes we may not always listen or see that, and so this would be a great forum for them.
So, guys, here we are in a Mexican food restaurant in Flagstaff on the 2nd of May, and you don't know what's coming up, Cinco de Mayo. So what can you tell us about what's happening here in Flagstaff for Cinco de Mayo?
Well, I can tell you that the 10th annual Cinco de Mayo Fiesta celebration is going to be on the 9th, 10th, and 11th of May here in Flagstaff at the Coconino County Fairgrounds. So that's right outside of town. And we have a wide range of entertainment. We have a carnival, so we have Ferris wheels, things like that. We have mariachis coming. We have Flogorio dancers, tons of vendors, arts and crafts, great food, and a world-famous band to kind of kick everything off. So we're really excited, really overjoyed. We have several sponsors that are helping us happen. One, of course, is Liz, District 2 Supervisor. Couldn't do it without Liz. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, State Farm, Tecate, and Pepsi. So we're looking forward to being out there. We invite everybody to come out and help us with our 10th annual. It's a huge thing. The only kind of event, this type of event, in northern Arizona this time of year.
So Cinco de Mayo out at the fairgrounds. We all want to be there. Liz, any parting words?
I would just say that look forward to celebrating Cinco de Mayo with everyone. Look forward to the bus the bus proposition passing, and encourage everyone to vote.
And I would say definitely we support the bus system, so please vote for those propositions. Don't forget the parade for Cinco de Mayo is on Saturday, 4th Street and Cedar Avenue, and definitely come out to the event.
Thank you very much. And let's eat, shall we?
All right.
Okay.